Hey, awesome people of YouTube, welcome back to another Diablo 4 build video. In this one, I'll be talking about the Dolmen Stone, Stoneclaw build. You'll be seeing gameplay in the background, so yeah, hopefully I can show you what it can do. Uh, with that said, before we get started, I just want to remind that if we can get to 500 subscribers before November 12th, we'll be doing $25 gift card giveaway. And I do stream every day down on Kick, and I do have my Discord, all of those links down in the description. So join, catch me live, let's have fun. But let's get started. This is the Stoneclaw build. You're gonna need two uniques, Great Stuff of Crown and Dolmen Stone. But let's talk about each of the pieces that you're gonna need right away. Attack power might slightly vary, same with the armor, same with life, and your basic stats. But first off, you're gonna need a Great Staff of the Crown. You wanna try to have 9 ranks of claw. Before you upgrade it, it's gonna be 6. And you wanna try to have the unique perk and be at max, so you can do a little bit more damage. But damage to close enemies is pretty good. Damage to CC'd enemies is also not bad, and non-physical is okay. You want to put basic skill damage gem in them for, well, since you're going to be doing primarily claw attacks, that's going to give you a little bit more damage. You want to have your boots. You want to try to have resistance if you need to. Total armor while in werewolf form, since you're going to be pretty much in werewolf form, is constantly movement speed, you know. Total armor also works instead of intel. And for your legendary aspect, you're gonna need symbiotic. So when Nature Fury key passive triggers a free skill, your non-ultimate cooldowns of the opposite type are reduced by up to 5 seconds. Massive, allows us to spam all our stuff consistently and keep our boulders. We're gonna you would want it to bolt will. I'm sorry if I butchered it, but any other legendary works, just put on something that gives you damage reduction. You know, you could put the one that basic skill attacks give you 20% damage reduction for up to like 6 seconds. But if you have to bolts, you're gonna need them because you're gonna be unstoppable pretty much the whole time because you're gonna be spamming your earthen bulwark, right? And the big thing is because you are unstoppable, you get 34% up to 40% multiplicative increased damage while unstoppable and for 4 seconds after. The primary source is whatever. For gems, you want to put rubies for more life. Right? For your gloves, you want to have attack speed, crit chance, lucky hit. Right? Uh, put dexterity. Couldn't put dexterity, but you can use something else. You know, instead of it, you want to have rapid, legendary aspect of it for up to 30% increased basic skill gain up to 30% increased attack speed. Massive, allows you to spam all your abilities faster. Or spam claw, which triggers all other stuff. Right? For your chest piece, this is not the best. You want to have disobedience legendary aspect because it can get you up to 1.1% increased armor for 4 seconds when you deal any form of damage, stacking up to 66%. And again, you want rubies in them. For the skills or perks, you want to have damage reduction from distant enemies, poison enemies, close enemies. You want to just have pure damage reduction. I could not get lucky. I'm still looking for better chest piece. For helmet, you can use Tempest Roar, you can use Graslayer Crown, you can use Harlequin if you have it, but also any legendary for more damage reduction also works. This one works because when you stun, freeze, or immobilize an elite enemy or damage a boss, it pulls nearby enemies, dealing up to 60% multiplicative increased damage to them for 3 seconds. And it can only happen every 12 seconds. And again, you want to put rubies. Gives you more damage, you know, it gives you also more life, cooldown, CC duration, more damage. CC is kind of duration or whatever, but you want all those stuff. Allows you to get a lot more damage, right? Remember, for armor, you want to put rubies for more life. And you want to try to get as much damage reduction on every piece except for your gloves. Your gloves is attack speed, crit chance, lucky hit chance, right? That's what you want to do there, right? Now, excuse me, let's talk about our accessories. Oh, Apologize for that. Apparently there was something happened in the game, so I had to restart the game. But let's talk about our accessories, and I'm gonna start with a Ring of Natural Balance. You want Natural Balance aspect for when you cast a Storm skill, grant your Earth skills up to 45% increased critical strike damage for 4 seconds. And when you cast the Earth skill, increase the critical chance of your Storm skill by up to 12% for 4 seconds. And you're gonna be spamming your Earth and Storm skills because the Hurricane, Earthen Bulwark, just a bunch of other ones. Again, you want to have crit chance, damage to close enemies, lucky hit chance, and max life. Right? For more damage, being able to proc your lucky hit and tankiness. Your second ring, same perks, crit chance, lucky hit chance, max life. You can also do damage to close enemies or crit damage. And on here, you want to have conceded legendary aspect to be able to deal up to 25% multiplicator of increased damage while you have a barrier active, and you're gonna have it as much. Right? For your amulet and ring gems, you want to put just resistances. If you can do diamonds purely, that's great. I had to do one cold, one poison, one lightning. And for your other unique, for your secondary, you want to do Dolmen Stone. This I did not get from Druid, but I have two other ones. But this is the one that was able to get up to 4 ranks of all raft skills. And this one is what makes your boulder spin around you, because casting Boulder while Hurricane is active will cause your boulders to rotate around you. It also gives you max life, nature magic skill cooldown, which I wish was higher, ranks to all raft skills, resource generation is whatever. But everything else is massive. For your spirit wounds, you want to have awareness, take 10% reduced damage from elites, pretty huge. You want to have swooping attacks, so you gain 10% attack speed, so you can use your abilities faster. You want to have Iron Feather to gain max life. You can do Scythe Talents to get increased critical strike chance, but I want more tankiness, because you can do high tier of Nightmare Dungeons. But unfortunately, I don't have 100s, I only have the one that I have. You want to put for your Wolf on his Calamity for extend duration of ultimate skills by 25%. You want to do Calm Before the Storm for your Snake one, to where nature magic skills have up to 10% chance to reduce the cooldown of your ultimate skills by 2 seconds, and that's on lucky hit proc. So you want to try to have your lucky hit as high as possible so you can continuously proc your lucky hit and get the Calm Before the Storm to proc. Now let's look at your skill tree. Alright. Sorry, we're gonna cut the video a bit just to talk about this. You're gonna put 1 point into Storm Strike, into Enhanced Storm Strike, into Fierce Storm Strike, so you can get vulnerable more, and be able to immobilize enemies so you can do more damage to them. You're gonna put Max Claw into Enhanced Claw for more attack speed, into Wild Claw so you can attack twice. You're gonna put 3 points into Predator Instinct for more crit chance against close enemies. 3 points into Digit Degrade Gate for more movement speed. You're gonna do Earthen Bulwark 1 point into Enhanced Bulwark so you're unstoppable, and then another into Preserving so you can get Fortify. You're gonna spam it a lot. It's pretty good. So you become unstoppable, which procs it to bolts. You're gonna put 1 point into Bloodhound so you can get healing a little bit. You're gonna put Enhanced Bloodhound so you can be able to spam it pretty consistently, and Preserving Bloodhound so you get 15% attack speed for 4 seconds upon activation. You're gonna put 3 points into Ancestral Fortitude for your increased non-physical resistances. Vigilance to get more damage reduction upon using defensive skill, and you're spamming them so you get that max. You're gonna put 3 points into Nature's Reach to deal more damage against distant enemies. Double it if it's slowed, stun, immobilize, or knock back enemies, and you're gonna knock them back. You put 1 point to Elemental Exposure, so you get a little more vulnerability time. You put Endless Tempest 1 point, so your Hurricane lasts a little longer. And then 3 points into Bad Omen, to where on lucky hit, you have 30% chance to, when dealing damage to vulnerable enemies or immobilized or stunned enemies, to do Lightning Bolt for more damage. If you don't want Bad Omen, you can put max stuff into Endless Tempest, so you can have your Hurricane up more. You're going to put a 1 point into Hurricane, just a little bit more damage. 1 point into Enhanced Hurricane, so the enemies are slowed, and 1 point to Savage to deal less damage. You're going to put 5 points into Boulder, that's one of the bigger damages. I'm gonna put Enhanced Boulder, so when Boulder reaches the end, it hits enemies and does possible overpower. And you're gonna put Natural Boulder or Boulder. When you have Fortify, boulders have 20% additive increased critical strike chance. Right? You're gonna put 1 point into Petrify, so you can be able to do more damage against bosses and just packs of elites. You're gonna do Prime Petrify to increase that duration. You're gonna put 1 point into Defiance to be able to deal with elites. If you didn't want Bad Omen, you can put extra point into Defiance or max it out. You're gonna put 1 point into Natural Disaster. Your Earth skill deal 4% increased damage to vulnerable enemies, and your Storm skill deal 4% increased damage to enemies that are stunned, immobilized, or knocked back. And you do all of those. You're gonna put 3 points into Renaissance. Natural Magic skill deals 6% increased damage. Triple this bonus if an Earth skill is the next skill cast of the Storm skill, or the Storm skill is next skill after an Earth skill. And you're gonna be doing it, so you're gonna get a lot more damage. You're gonna put 1 point into Quick Shift, just so you'll be able to put 3 points into Heightened Senses. Upon shapeshifting to Werewolf or Werebear, you gain 12% damage reduction against elites for 5 seconds. So you're going to be rotating, so you'll be able to get that up. And your big key passive is Nature's Fury. When you cast an Earth skill, has 30% chance to trigger a free Storm skill, the same category, and vice versa. In addition, this free skill count as both Earth and Storm skill. That's that. For your Paragon, this is how you follow. You can slow down the video. You're going to be taking Prime, Tenacity, Impel, and Resolve in the first one with Fang Claw. I'm going slow just so you can see. In the one above it, you take Inner Beast and make sure you rotate it this way. For the glyph, you put Earth and Sky. I don't have all of them 15, by the way, so none of them are 21. If you go right, or when you go right, make sure you have your Lustful Carnage and your socket is on the bottom, and in there you put Undaunted. Going back from the middle, you go left. Make sure you select Thundershock. Make sure Thundershock is in the bottom left. And for the glyph socket, you put Electrocution. Remember, you can slow down the video just so you can see how it goes. Going point by point will make the video way too long. Then from the Lustful Carnage, I believe. Thundershock. Apologize. You go towards up, you go on Central Guidance, and make sure the legendary node is in the top right and the glyph is in the bottom left. And in there you put Spirit for increased critical strike damage. If you go back to the middle, so where you had your Inner Beast, you take the right side and you go up to, Constructing Tendrils, and make sure the Constructing Tendrils with the glyph are in the bottom left, because the glyph you put in here is Territorial for more damage to close targets for every point of dexterity, and you get more damage reduction. So you'll be able to get a lot of damage and survivability. And trust me, once you get to 21 on your glyphs and get better gear than I have, at least the chest piece, you'll be able to do tier 100s easy. I was able to do tier 100 somewhat okay, but I was just unable to fully complete more of them just because of not getting lucky. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this build. And remember, if we can get to 500 subscribers by November 12th, we'll be doing $25 gift card giveaway. Right? That said, remember, catch me live on stream, down on Kick, the link is in the description, and join the Discord. The link is in the description as well. But with that said, I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to stay awesome. I'll see you in the next one, and bye.